Hey, what's going on, Pats Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Cans Pats Talk Patriots podcast, man. I hope y'all doing good out there today, man. Sorry that I was a little late, had to handle some business. I normally come on live 7:30 p.m. Eastern throughout the week, but I was a little late today, man. I hope y'all doing pretty good out there. Been having some a few issues going on with the stream, so just get some things good, man. I am here today to talk about this Chiefs Patriots matchup. I'm gonna get into that here shortly in a second. Do want to look over the injury report though? Devontae Parker was back at practice. He got his knee injury. I think he was limited. Juju Smith-Schuster with the ankle. DeMar Pop Douglas came back from the concussion. He was limited. Trent Brown, Krista Barmore, they was on the injury report, but they were at practice though. So that's a good thing, Pat. That's a good thing. They were at practice. So it's not I think we got rid of Malik Cunningham yesterday. We're going to say we got rid of him. He signed with the Ravens signed him off of our practice squad. So that's what happened with that situation. And this week here we are now getting ready for the Kansas City Chiefs. A big game against the Chiefs was really a big game it's a big game for both teams in terms of draft position. The Patriots lose the game. They improve their draft position still. They're number 2, got possibility of going up to 1 if Carolina was to win a couple games here shortly. But if you really depend on that, don't think that's really going to happen. And also, and from the Chiefs standpoint, they're on a 2-game losing streak. They're coming in after losing from disappointing losses, ending losses to ending officiating defeats from Green Bay and from the Buffalo Bills. The last couple weeks, the last 2 losses for the Chiefs have came on the final play of the game. And I think you could say some of it's been officiating. The officiating has really cost them, the Chiefs would tell you that the officiating has really cost them a couple games here. Like it's been decided by the officiating the Chiefs' last two losses. They lost to Green Bay 2 weeks ago on Sunday Night Football. And I thought that was an obvious pit pass interference call. That should have been called. I think the Chiefs, I'm not gonna say they would have went down there and scored, but it should have been a flag though. And then last week against the Buffalo Bills, they should have probably could have. I mean, it erased a touchdown, but Kadarius Toney was offsides, and Kadarius Toney. Speaking of their wide receivers, they have a lot of issues at the wide receiver position. They don't catch the ball that good. They've not been in the right spots for Patrick Mahomes. They've had a lot of stuff going on there with that wide receiver position this year. Like I actually think, along with the Patriots, they could have benefited from adding a DeAndre Hopkins this offseason whenever he was released by the Arizona Cardinals. And, it was reporting the Chiefs were one of the teams that were interested in DeAndre Hopkins, but I guess they didn't never make a. Well, the rumor was that they was waiting for the Chris Jones deal to get done, but man, it came on and it came on late, and he ended up signing with the Titans. But the Patriots could have used D Hop so far this year, and also the Kansas City Chiefs because they have not really gotten nothing from the wide receiver position outside of Rasheed Rice, and he was like second rounder. He's played real good for them, and their rookie's been their best wide receiver. Now, not counting Travis Kelce because he's basically a wide receiver. He can block a little bit. He's another wide receiver. Outside that, they really have got nothing from the wide receiver position. Sky Moore has been a buzz so far for them in 2 years. Did make a couple plays last year in the Super Bowl. They lost Juju Smith-Schuster this offseason to the Patriots. Marquez Valdez-Scantling can't really catch a cold. He's been dropping passes. They got Richie James, Tony. I mean, they got a Christian Watt, like not Christian Watson, but Justin Watson. They got a lot of guys. They got a lot of bodies there, but they're not getting them from a lot of those guys. It's really just Travis Kelce or bust. It's Patrick Mahomes make a play, and then Mahomes cannot make a play. He just tries to find it to he gets out of the pocket and he tries to find Travis Kelce. That's all he does. So really, the Chiefs' offense has turned into a Patrick Mahomes or bust or Travis Kelce. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce or bust. That's basically what it is. You take away Travis Kelce, you kind of can route that Chiefs offense. Take away Kelce and keep Mahomes in the pocket. Make him find other guys. And this year, like he has not been able to do it. I don't care how good you are, you got to have some contribution. You got to have some help, and he has not had it this year. So I think when you look at the matchup, I think it's a good matchup. Bill Belichick has given Patrick Mahomes led teams problems the last couple of years, the last couple of times they played. Now, Mahomes is a great quarterback. He finds it out as he figures it out at some point. But you go back and look at the 2020 game, the Cam Newton year. Cam was hurt that game. Well, he's not hurt. He was out that game with COVID. We held that Chiefs offense that year, and I think what 2020 they had Tyreek Hill. They had a boatload of weapons on the offense. We held that team to what, like they didn't even score in the 20s. I don't know how to find score the game, but it was like a one possession game going to the fourth quarter. That Patriots defense balled out against that Chiefs team that game. Of course we did have Brian Hoyer and Jarrett Stidham at the quarterback position because that 2020 roster was bad. But that was a game. I think if Cam Newton would have played, well, we had probably this year's version of Mac Jones, we probably could have won that game. Like we should really shut that offense down a couple of years ago when we last time we played them, and that was during the COVID season. The year before that, 2019, they played. It was Brady's last season. They came into New England and beat us, and that call was the N'Keal Harry game. Whenever he didn't, they said he didn't get in bound, but he actually was in bound. We could have won that game. Even that was like a one-score game. So like now I know the couple previous earlier matchups that Mahomes and Belichick the Chiefs went against the Patriots. I think the first one was I know we won that one. Patriots won that. Then it won the playoff, the AFC Championship game. But other than that, and even those games there, the Patriots defense have really done a good job containing Patrick Mahomes. They really have. Now Andy Reid led offenses have really given Bill Belichick problems like throughout his career, even dating back when he was in Philly. Like Andy Reid can score. He can move the ball. He knows how to call a good offense. He's one of the best. He don't really run the ball a lot. But when you got Patrick Mahomes, they really just gonna line up and they're gonna throw it. That's what the Chiefs do. They do what they do. And they just gonna go for it. That's how the Chiefs go. They throw the ball 30, 35 times a game, if not more than that. I haven't seen their injury report, but I don't know if Isaiah Pacheco's going to play. He didn't play last week against Buffalo. They got a couple players that were out last week. I think that contributed to the loss as well. But if Isaiah Pacheco, I like Pacheco. He runs the ball hard, very hard runner. What's going on, Fredo? Hey, how you doing, Brown? Appreciate you, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on IG. Cash App is down there. Also, you want to support the channel, follow me on Twitter, IG, and on the YouTube, man. I appreciate you checking in, man. I think you are a first time person to come in. I hats off to you, man. Appreciate it. Hey, what's going on with you, man? Alfredo says, hey, what's up? I appreciate you joining in, man. Make sure you share the content. Make sure you like. If right here, right now, if you're on the live stream, make sure you like the channel, like the video, whatnot, and make sure that you subscribe to. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe and share it. Also, if you get a chance, I really appreciate y'all checking in. But what do you think about this matchup, Alfredo? While we all got you in here, but like I said, I think it's a good matchup. In terms of the offense, they got you take Kelsey away, and you got to make those other guys beat you. They don't have nobody. It's Rasheed, like I just said, Rasheed Rice, Marquez Valdez-Scantling if he catches the ball, and that's it. Now, of course, this might be the week where the Chiefs wide receivers or whatever look good. Because every week coming into a game, we say this team can't run the ball. This team can't do nothing. It's like the Patriots are like that get right game for everybody. So the Patriots are that get right game for everybody whenever we play them. We used to get right on other teams. Now they getting right on us. But I think if you, like I said, you take Travis Kelce away, make Patrick Mahomes go to his progression, make him find somebody else. You got a good chance of beating the Chiefs. Jamari, what's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? Make sure you just checking in, like the video, comment, share, man. I appreciate it, man. Make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube. Appreciate you, Jamari. Not much, man. Jay, breaking down this Chiefs Patriots matchup. I think from our defensive system, Anthony Jennings has been balling. Shout out to Anthony Jennings, man. He has been playing some good ball, man. Under radar guy at Alabama, still young. He's not gonna get the godly sack number to 3, 4. He ain't gonna get the 12 to 15 sack. But I'm not talking about his next coming to Michael Parsons or nothing like that. But Anthony Jennings does his job well. He's a good defender. He stops the run. He does real good. He does real good with his road, man. I love Anthony Jennings, man. Real good player. Real good player, man. And I think he just does his job well. He's not going to mess around. He's not going to get 10, 15 sacks. But he could be around about 5, 6 sacks. So he gets the mop-up plays, man. He does the dirty work, man. And a lot of things that he do, you don't see it in the stat sheet. Anthony Jennings deserves a second contract in New England. I would love for us to bring him back. I would love for him, love us to bring Anthony Jennings back, man. I actually think he's a better overall player than Josh Uche. Even though Josh Uche had a lot of sacks last year, he got that opposite Matthew Judon. This year, Matt Judon's out for the year. Anthony Jennings has been balling since Judon. Like I said, you don't see a lot. You don't see it on the stat sheet, but he's really been playing some good ball. He has, man. So hats off to Anthony Jennings. Jamar says facts. Alfred said nothing much, just chilling, relaxing. And as a Patriots fan, we need a quarterback. Yeah, we do, man. Alfred, we need one back. And see, I was gonna get into the draft in a second, but that's the thing. Like we could have been in a position where we got the best player on the board if we could have got quality quarterback play this year. If Matt Jones would have played average ball this year, and we still sitting there with a number 2 pick, guess what? We could have went Joe Alt, could have got a tackle, or we could have got Marvin Harrison. Now we have put ourselves in position to where we can't get just the best player on the board. We got so many needs. We have to get a quarterback. We need a left tackle. We need a wide receiver. And then, oh yeah, your defense is pretty good, but I think you need a safety back there. So like the Patriots got so many needs. Like if the quarterback play, if we just got quality good quarterback play, we could have got the best player on the board right there at number 2. Probably could have got Marvin Harrison. Or you could have got your left tackle to protect the blind side for the next 7 to 10 years. Now you added to your problems. Quarterback, tackle, wide receiver. Those positions don't just fall off trees, man. They don't. So that's the only thing I hate about this season, man. Yeah, we get number 2 pick, but we got so many needs. We can't just get best player on the board. We have three legitimate positions we have to hit. We got to come out this draft with a quarterback, a left tackle, and a wide receiver. The Patriots, they have so many needs. They put that on themselves. They have a lot of needs. A whole bunch of needs. So you can't just go best play. You have to get, what you can get. So that's not really good, man. Just turn over to the defensive side of the ball. Chris Jones is an absolute animal. He is a freak, man. He's a guy. He can wreck a game. Cole Strain, David Injury, they're gonna have their time. They're gonna have their hands full with Chris Jones. Then they got George Karlaftis. They got Nick Bolton on defense, Trent McDuffie in the secondary, Justin Reed, Sheet. Like they got some guys on that defense. This is probably the best defense Patrick Mahomes has ever had. Probably the best defense Patrick Mahomes has ever had, man. And they playing like it too. That Chiefs defense is phenomenal. Steve Spagnuolo, he loves the blitz. He's coming after the quarterback. So Bailey Zappi gonna have his head on the swivel because he's gonna bring it. He's gonna bring it, man. Steve Spagnuolo. Like, I don't like the matchup in terms of the defense because we ain't gonna have time in the pocket. Like last week, I'm surprised we did good against that Pittsburgh front, but this week I don't see us having that amount of time because Steve Spagnuolo's gonna bring it. He knows nobody cares about Bailey Zappi. He knows Bailey Zappi, but he's gonna bring the heat. He's gonna put pressure on. I don't think Bailey Zappi is comfortable. And I really think, I'm not going to say I don't think the game can't get out of control. Because I don't think it's the Chiefs offense. I don't think this is the same Chiefs offense in the past. It's not the same Chiefs offense. They're struggling. They don't have no wide receivers outside of Rasheed Rice, who's a rookie. He makes plays here and there, and Travis Kelce. Who knows if Isaiah Pacheco played? The offensive line been struggling too. I think they had a lineman out last week, and we seen Patrick Mahomes. They was getting to Patrick Mahomes a little bit. But I think like this ain't the Chiefs of old. So I'm not gonna say it'll be a blowout or anything like that, but I definitely think it can get out of hand if we turn the ball over. I think we play like a close game with them. I think the Chiefs will win it, but we won't get embarrassed or whatnot because Patrick Mahomes is that good. He's gonna make some plays. And I think for the Patriots, as a fan, if you just you want the draft pick like myself, because there's no point in winning the game. As a fan, you hope for a good game, a good fought game. Throughout, and then the end just for us to lose it. You don't want to get a blowout or nothing like that. I think it's probably the best case scenario for this game. What's your score predictions for the game, man? Like my prediction, I'm gonna go. I think Chiefs. They've been struggling to score. They've been struggling. They've been getting off slow start. They've been struggling to score, move the ball. But I think they can get. I could say. I'll probably say like 23-13. So I think Chiefs are favored by 9 points. They can beat us by 10 points. I can see like a 23-13 game, something like that. I think it could be an ugly game because the Chiefs defense going to keep them in it or whatnot. But the Chiefs offense, I don't think they're going to be able to put up a lot of points on a Bill Belichick. On our defense at home, I don't think it won't not be no blowout, nothing like that. I know they're coming off 2 losses and they're frustrated, but I don't think it'll get ugly unless Bailey Zappi turns the ball over, get a pick 6, fumble return, some crazy mess like that. I think it'll be a close game, but the Chiefs will win. I think they can win about 9, 10 points. They can pull away in the end. Which, hey, for us, won't be the worst thing because, we want, at this point, Pastor, we want a loss. We want that draft pick. So, Alfredo says Patriots 24 to Kansas to the Chiefs 17 or Patriots 21-14. Oh, wow. You think the Patriots gonna beat the Chiefs? That's interesting, man. I don't see Mahomes and them losing 3 in a row. I don't see that. As a fan, I don't know we want that because we already at number 2. We win a couple games, man. We can go from 2 in the draft to probably like 6 or 7. We don't want that. So we might better hope that that does not happen. We might better hope that that does not happen. Me personally, I don't want that to happen. I want us to lose this game. I don't want us to win no more games. I just don't see what we get out of winning. At some point, you got to look at the long term picture of your team, and the long term picture of the team for the Patriots right now is bleak. We don't know that, so I can't really. I don't see them. I don't really see that happening. But hey, I've been wrong in the past. Let's see. Jamar says Patriots 17, Chiefs 27. Uh, I, yeah, I see some. I can see something like that. 27-17, and they getting a pick six, or a fumble, or some crazy mess like that. I can see. I can go with that. I can see something like that. Most definitely, I can see that happening. Like a 20, like yeah, 27-17, something like that. I want to see a good game, no blowout. I want to see some of the like my best case scenario for this game is we look good in different times of the game. Like we see some big plays, see some okay, we get some oohs and ahs, but we still lose the game, man. That's what I would like. Alfredo says true, but we just need Panthers to win one game and hopefully we get the first pick. Well, no, Alfredo, now they have to win two games, at least two games, because we won that. We won. So now we got two more wins than them. So now they have to win get two more games. Now let me take that back. Patriots 17. Maybe a late touchdown, something like that. Okay, we see that. But back to Alfredo comment on Alfredo to no, we they have to win at least two games. At least two games. That's what who did the Panthers beat this year? They beat the Texans. They beat the Texans. So I don't know. I watched some of that Panthers Saints game last week because the Patriots didn't play on Sunday. We played last Thursday. And I was like, what? I was like, Carolina's a bad team. And if we're banking on them winning, newsflash for it, I don't think that's gonna happen. I can't see that happening. Like they are a bad football team, man. I seen them against the Saints, and that was brutal. Let me see. Jamar said Carolina won't win another game. I don't. They got the Falcons this week, I think. So possibly they win one. Go ahead and win two. They were lucky to beat the Texans. Yeah, my brother was at that game. Like I said, if we're depending on the Panthers to win a game for us, we got problems. That ain't gonna happen. I just don't foresee a scenario where that happens. I don't. I think like best, like I said, we're gonna be probably in the top three. My gut is say we're gonna probably be number two. I think that last game, I think the Jets gonna beat us. I think they're playing a little better with Zay just 1 week, but we need to hope Zach Wilson play like Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers, we better hope Aaron Rodgers play on the last game of the year because we already know we own Zach Wilson. So we need the Jets to beat us that last game, and that will all but lock up a top number two pick. And we're not going to beat the Chiefs Sunday, not beating Denver next week. And I think going back to the matchup of the Chiefs, though, Chris Jones is going to cause some problems. Oh yeah, Chris Jones is going to be a problem. Going up against David Andrews and Cole Strange, they're going to have their hands full. And the thing that the Chiefs do with Chris Jones, they move him all around the formation, all around that line. So we might it's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem. So we might as well just get used to that. And him and George Karlaftis. That's going to be a big issue right there. So I want to see how we match up with them. Um, Juju's back going up against the old team. Maybe we get some more Juju. Another Juju spot. He played good against his former team last week and still had 4 catches for 90 yards. So we can do this week. Devontae Parker should be back. We probably have the full cast of wide receivers. See how the offensive line hold up against their defensive line. I actually think it's a pretty good matchup from an offensive standpoint. If we can get them blocked, I think that Chiefs defense a little bit can be had, not much. But I think we kind of pick our spots there, get the running game going. Who you think is the worst team, Lions, over 16 or Carolina this year? I go with the Lions because at least the Panthers did win a game. The Lions was a bad football team. Everything just went wrong with them that year. Alfredo. Lions was a terrible football team. I forgot what year that was when they went 0-16. I think it was the 2010 or 11 season or something like that. But the Lions were bad. They were awful when they went 0-16. That year they were terrible. But the Panthers, Jamar, I got to agree with you. I don't see how the hell they beat the Houston Texans. And my brother was at that game. I don't see how they beat them. I don't see how they beat them, man. That was crazy to me. But now I kind of do because the Texans just lost to the Jets, and I call that game on my other podcast, East West Football Network podcast, right on YouTube. Y'all want to go check that out, subscribe to it. Me and the boys, we do that. We do that podcast every Sunday, and we do recap shows during the week. East West Football Podcast. You can just type in East West Football Network on YouTube. Go subscribe to that channel. I'll be up there as well. But what was I about to say? The Texans, they kind of coming back down to earth because they lost to the Jets last week, and I thought the Jets were a terrible team. And I picked that game on my podcast. I said, on the East West Football Podcast, I said the Jets got so much going on. They going back to Zach Wilson. Mark my words, the Jets will beat the Texans on Sunday. I called it, and that's what happened. I called that game. That stuff had to be scripted. I'm afraid to say, who was your top three favorite quarterback of all time? I'm a big Peyton Manning fan, so I'm going Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Um, that's a good question. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Top three quarterback. Give me another quarterback. I like the Drew Brees. So Peyton, Brady. Yeah, Peyton, Brady. Yeah, I kind of like the Drew Brees. Or maybe CJ let Bryce win because he felt bad for Bryce. I kind of ask myself sometimes about that. What if CJ Stroud would have came to the Panthers and Bryce Young would have went to the Texans? How would the situations been different? Because David Tepper went on the press conference a couple weeks ago and said that the Panthers actually wanted Stroud, but they felt they weren't going to be able to get him, so they went with Bryce Young. So let's just take that. That was crazy. I Brady said for me it's Tom Brady. Well, that ain't a bad pick. I know I love Brady. As a lifelong Patriots fan, I love Brady. Um, I feel like I don't like the way Brady left from New England. I wish he would have retired here or whatnot and played. We just kept the Patriots jersey on and went in Tampa Bay. But hey, all good things come to an end. What is y'all take on the Bill Belichick situation? I know Tom Curran came out yesterday, said it's all but done. Belichick is gone. The decision's already been made. Do y'all want Belichick back, or do y'all want some fresh blood? Y'all want something new? I'm kind of torn on. I kind of want Bill back because I don't know how relevant the Patriots would be without Bill Belichick for one reason, and I kind of like the snarkiness in the press conferences and stuff like how he is with the media. And I just feel like the defense is still good, but if we can bring Belichick back, but bring in like a GM, let him pick the groceries or whatnot for say or the players, I think we'll be all right. We just can't have Belichick picking the players, man, because he cannot draft worth nothing. Draft's been terrible. But how do y'all feel? Do y'all want Belichick back, or you want to just start? It's time to tear it up and go with something new. Jabbar says Panthers still would look bad in my opinion. Yeah, I read about that. The whole front office is a joke. Yeah, it is, man. Carolina got some crazy mess going on down there, man. They really do. They got a lot of crazy crap going on there. I don't know what the future of that team is. And then when I look at it, yeah, I want Bill. Let me see. Yeah, I do too, man. I think if we can bring him back, you got a top five, you're gonna have a top three pick for certain, and you're gonna have a lot of cap space to spend some money. And he's what 15, 16 more wins away from the Schuler. Like, bring him back, man. I don't think you want to let Belichick and Brady go and not get nothing in return. If we're gonna part ways with Bill, at least get a draft pick for him. But I don't. I think my gut feeling is he'll be back. I just think something's gonna he'll be back. He'll be back, but they won't do it how things can't be run how it's being ran. I think he will be back, obviously, but things can't be. Think something got to change. But when all these reports coming in from different people is just kind of like, okay, maybe he's gone. So who knows? He needs to stay like 2 more years and then he retires as a Patriot. Yeah, I would love to see that, man. But who knows, man? Like until I hear Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport reporting that Belichick is gone, and I don't believe nothing you read or see. You hear, don't believe anything until you hear it from Aaron Rappaport or Adam Schefter. And if you watch NFL Network and ESPN, you know who them guys are. He's like 15 more wins from Shula, I think. I want to say no, not 15. What's not? It's under 20 more wins he is from Shula. I want to say like 16, 17 more wins from Don Shula. That's I'm not believing that. Yeah, do not listen to what y'all hear out there, man. It's fool's gold. It's bull crap. Don't listen to it. These are Patriots reporters. They're not insiders. They might be insiders for the team, but until you hear from Adam Schefter or Ian Rapport, do not believe anything that you hear. Let's stay away from that. Okay, Jamari said he's yes, like 17. I got to look it. I think he's 17. Okay, one of y'all look that up for sure. I think it's 17 though. It do sound about right. I think he was 19. It might be 17. I think you are right. Wish I can get if you can get a definitive answer on that, I really appreciate why I'm on the stream, man. I ain't around my laptop right now. I'm on my phone doing the stream. But yeah, man, this Chiefs Patriots matchup gonna be real interesting, man. A lot of star power on that Chiefs on the Chiefs defense, not on the offense this year. It's really just Kelsey or Bust for them. Two teams basically going in two different directions. Chiefs are actually competing for a Super Bowl. They're in competition for a Super Bowl. Patriots trying to get a top 5 pick, and they're probably going to have that. So it kind of telling two different teams, different from what it's been the last couple of meetings. But both these teams really have something to play for. Sunday was always going at it for the number one seed when it was Brady and Mahomes. But I think this Chiefs team's coming in there hungry. They're coming in there fired up. They come in there mad. We're getting a mad Patrick. We're getting a pissed off Patrick Mahomes, and we're getting a pissed off Andy Reid. Getting a pissed off Chiefs team. This ain't gonna be a fun one right here. I don't think it could be a blowout, but I do think it can get ugly if we turn that ball over to them. I think so, and this might be the week it all clicks for that Chiefs offense. Receivers catching, man. They might all the receivers out there might like Randy Moss this week, because Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid laid it on them this week. So this ain't the week right here. I'm telling you, this might be the week for them to come out and look real good though, because the coach laid on this week, man. Chiefs have had a lot of issues going on, man. But yeah, I think the Chiefs probably win like a 23-13 game, 23-16, something like that. I really can see that. Okay, Jamar, he needs 16 more to tie with Shula, and he's 17 away. I said, yeah, I knew it was something like that, 16, 15, 16, something like that. So, okay, if he needs 16, 17 more wins, there's 17 games in the season. We're not going 17-0. So you probably got to win at least 9 or 10 games. And so probably realistically, if probably about 2 more years of Belichick in New England, he can get it. In about 2 more years, if we average out about 8, 9 wins a season. But who knows what we're gonna be next year with a new team. If Belichick is there, if we could build a competitive team, you only need 17. So he probably can get it in like 2 years. He can get the record in like 2 years, realistically. He can get it in 2 years, man. So I think Kraft should just let him stay, let him get these wins, man, and then, just boot it, let him go in, man. I don't think you get nothing out of. I don't know, man. But then, last year they put out the press release, the letter about to fans or how bad the season was and blah blah and all that. And then this year with everything that's been going on with the team, you went to Germany, you lost, you got embarrassed by Dallas, you got embarrassed by the Colts. I mean, yeah, you got embarrassed by the Colts in Germany, you got embarrassed by Dallas, you got shut out by the Saints at home. Like, if Belichick is back, it's not going to be how he's been doing. They're going to do something different. He's back. He will not be picking the play. He'd be back with an actual general manager. I don't think you can't just run it back how it is, right? There's no way you can do that. What are you saying to your fan base? What are you saying to everybody? So there has to be some type of changes either way. Whether he's back or not, there's going to be some type of changes. There is. I think it has to. You can't do it. You can't do it the same way. And if Belichick is okay with bringing in a GM to help him pick out the grocery while he coach, and he probably have like a little bit of say-so into it, that'll be good. If not, then I'm probably just boot him. He got to go. So me personally, I want Belichick back. My gut feeling is they're gonna him and Craig get together. He will be back, but I don't know, man. These reports, you just don't know what you don't know right now, man. We just have to see. We just have to see, man. Also, if y'all just checking in, wherever you at, Twitter, YouTube, IG, whatever, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you please like the video. Please like this video right here on YouTube. Make sure you like it. Make sure you share it out. Make sure you cash up then if you would like to support the stream also. But yeah, man, we got a big week of football too. We got some games on Saturday. I know the Colts and the Steelers are playing. You got the Broncos in Detroit. I think you got Minnesota and Cincinnati, I believe. So you got 3 games on Saturday, not Sunday, Saturday this week. We got Thursday night football tomorrow night. You got the Chargers and the Raiders. I think the game is at the Raiders. It's gonna be a Justin Herbert's out for the season. I got a report earlier. Justin Herbert's out for the season. He's out for the season with some type of hand injury or something. I forgot, I don't know what it was. I think a finger or hand or something like that. He's out for the season. So it's a battle of backup quarterbacks tomorrow night. You think last week with Mitch Trubisky and Bailey Zappi was bad. Wait till tomorrow, Aiden O'Connell and I think Easton Stick. It's a bad football tomorrow night, man. Then Saturday we got some decent games, a lot of playoff positioning there. Then Sunday we got a big game: Cowboys, Bills, Ravens, Jaguars, Philly and Seattle play Monday night. I think that's a pretty good Monday night game. So it's another big week of football, man. Then you got some college bowl games I'm starting up this weekend, man. So I might come on back live tomorrow night. Y'all do know during the week I try to go live 3 to 4 times during the week, Monday through Thursday. I try to go live at 7:30 Eastern. Make sure you got your notifications on your phone or your laptop, tablet, whatever you're on. Make sure you got them notifications on when I go live. I go live during the week, Monday through Thursday or whatnot, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Every night I try to go live about 7:30. So make sure them notifications are turned on, man. But other than that, man, I appreciate y'all joining me tonight to help me talk about the Chiefs and the Patriots matchup. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna continue to build this thing up. Like I said, make sure you like this video, share, comment, let me know how I did. I really appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna blow up, man. We got a busy off season coming up. It's gonna be a lot of coaching news, free agency, the draft. I'm going out to the combine. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm gonna need y'all with me and make sure y'all liking the video, sharing the content, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all, man. I really do, man. This show would not be going if it weren't for y'all. So I appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good one. And I may be back tomorrow night to talk a little bit more Patriots before the Thursday night game, man. The Chargers and the Raiders. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Y'all make sure you have a good one. And hey, man, that's it, Pats. Have a good one.